Hi everyone, my name is Deepthi. Welcome to Learn English with Deepthi. In today's lesson, we are going to take a look at whether to use a or an with acronyms and abbreviations. Let's take a look at a few of them and we'll figure out whether to use a or an with them. FBI agent, UN ambassador, SUV, MBA degree, BA degree, NFL player, RSVP, FYI, NATO. So please take a look at these abbreviations. What do you think you should use with them? Pause the video, figure out the answers, and then we'll discuss it. Okay, first let's look at an easy one. BA degree. So this starts with a consonant, BA. So we expect that we'd use A with it, right? And that is correct. It is called a BA degree. Now let's look at MBA. This also starts with a consonant. But here we say an MBA degree. Why is that? So we all know that we decide whether to use a or an not based on the first letter of the spelling, but we decide to use a or an depending on whether or not the beginning of the word makes a vowel sound or not, right? That is why we say an hour even though it starts with H. Here we say an MBA degree. We just see the letter M and we just assume the sound is M. But that is not the sound. Take a look at how we say the name of this letter. M. Right? So there is a sound in the beginning of this letter. M. So this is a vowel sound of the letter E. Elephant. It's the same sound, right? Elephant. So this is causing a vowel sound in the beginning. That is why we say an MBA. I hope that makes sense. Now let's take a look at these two. FBI agent and CBI agent. Let's start with CBI agent. What is the beginning sound? C. Is there a vowel sound there? There is no vowel sound there, right? C. So this is a consonant sound in the beginning, so it starts with A. A CBI agent. Let's look at FBI. How does F sound? F. Right? Again, it's like we said with the elephant sound. Elephant. F. There is an E sound at the beginning of the pronunciation of the letter F. So this will start with a vowel sound. So we have to use an with it. An FBI agent. The next one is NFL player. What is the pronunciation of the letter N? N. Again, now you know, right, that it is a vowel sound. N. So it's an NFL player. Now let's look at RSVP. What is the sound the beginning letter makes? R. There is a sound at the beginning, right? It's like art. So it's the same vowel A sound that is at the beginning of how we pronounce the letter R. So this would be a vowel sound at the beginning of RSVP, which means we have to use an. I send them an RSVP. Next one is FYI. You should probably know this because we already did FBI. So this is the same thing, FYI. F has a E sound at the beginning of the pronunciation. F, F. So it has to start with an, FYI. The next one is UN ambassador. This starts with a vowel which is U. Let's see how it's pronounced. U, U. But the sound that the vowel U makes is as in umbrella, umbrella, right? But that's not the sound we have here. It's U. When the letter U makes a U sound, we usually do not put an in front of it. Even when it is a full word, for example, United Nations ambassador, even then you would say a United Nations ambassador, because when the letter U makes a U sound instead of a sound, we do not use an, we use a. So that's what's happening here. It's a UN ambassador. The next one is SUV. Take a look at how the letter S is pronounced. S, S. This also has a E, vowel sound of E at the beginning of the pronunciation of that letter, right? S. So we have to use an SUV. Here are a few more examples. A GRE, an SOS, an MRI, an NYPD cop, an LAPD cop, an RJ, an SAT course. So I hope that you now have some understanding of when to use a and an. I will tell you which are the letters that have the vowel sound, even though they are consonants. When you say the name of the letter, which of the letters, consonants, have vowel sound at the beginning. So I will tell you the list of those. You can note them, and that should help you figure out whether to use a or an in front of abbreviations that start with these letters. So here are the letters that have vowel sound in front of them. F, H, L, M, N, R, S, X. So remember that when you use acronyms and abbreviations that start with these letters, please use an in front of them instead of a. Also remember that when there's abbreviations that start with the vowel U, like UN and US, those kind of things do not have an in front of them. You should put a, because the letter U doesn't make the vowel U sound. All the examples we have seen so far are called initialisms because we pronounce each letter separately, like FBI, right? Those kinds of abbreviations are called initialisms. Take a look at this one, FIFA, but we pronounce it as FIFA, right? These kinds of abbreviations, when we pronounce the abbreviations as a word and not as each letter separately, that is called an acronym. So now let's take a quick look at acronyms and how to use a or an with them. So when we use a or an with acronyms, we would follow the same rules that we follow when we deal with words, because these are basically words. FIFA makes a f sound at the beginning, like any word, for, right? It's the same thing, FIFA. So we do not have to put an. like we did with FBI, FBI. So we put an FBI agent. But do we have to put an FIFA player? We don't, because FIFA is pronounced as a word and we follow the same rules that we would follow with words. So it is a FIFA player. So we had seen earlier that we put an in front of NFL player, an NFL player, right? But what about this? NATO agreement. Do we have to put an here? We do not, because the sound that the word makes in the beginning is the n sound. NATO, n. There's no a in the beginning of it, like NFL, right? There is not. It starts with n, NATO. So it's a NATO agreement. Another example of an acronym is LAN, LAN. We pronounce it as LAN. We don't have to put an LAN because the initial sound is L, LAN. So we say a LAN. I hope this video has helped you understand when to correctly use a or an with abbreviations, acronyms and initialisms. Please like and share the video and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.